All right, so if you guys looked on Blackboard with your professor, there is an activity called a scavenger hunt. So I know she put it up on Blackboard, and she basically explained that it's a two-part assignment. So one part is a reflection, and then one part is the actual scavenger hunt. So I'll show you what I'm talking about, right? So if you go to College Connections, then College Resources on your ePortfolio, it says College Resource Reflection, and then below it is the actual scavenger hunt. So let's just read the instruction slide really quickly. It says, let me just raise my brightness. LaGuardia Community College has many resources to support your well-being and success as a college student. The purpose of this activity is to introduce you to some of these resources so that you will be able to use them when needed. With your first year seminar classes, please complete a scavenger hunt of college resources that could support you as a college student. To complete the scavenger hunt, answer the following questions by including the name of the office/service and the room number and the web link, if available. Visit each resource to learn more about each place and meet the staff who work there. So obviously, this message was like created for a portfolio when life was normal, when we were on campus, right? So if we were on campus, I would actually introduce this to you, and I would send you like out the classroom, and you guys would just go and walk around and actually visit these sources, right? And then you would come back, and then you would complete it, or maybe complete it the next day, or however until we meet again, right? So and I would have you guys take pictures so you could upload it and stuff like that. But since we are in distance learning, what we're gonna do, we're gonna do a virtual scavenger hunt, right? So it's all based on the LaGuardia website, and I'll show you how to do that, okay? So with this assignment, your professor gave you some questions, if I'm not mistaken. Let me just pull up the image so I could tell you the questions. Or if somebody could volunteer and do that for me, that would be nice. All right, it's cool. I beat you to it. Anyways, so the college resource reflection would go right here, right? So if you open it up, right, you're just gonna ignore this prompt. So all you have to do is click on the pencil and paper icon and then just delete all of the random text, right? So the first question she has here, right, is one, what are college resources? And I don't know how to spell, so don't come at me, right? And then the second question is, so the second question is, what is the importance of college resources? Then 3 is, so how can it help you as a student? And then number 4 is, oh, there's no 5 questions. Very cool. Alrighty, So the few questions that she gives on Blackboard are: what are college resources? What is the importance of college resources? How can it help you as a student? Give an example of 2 campus resources and explain how you can use it. Okay, so it's pretty straightforward. And she did mention that, I know the date passed, but I feel like I should mention it. She did mention that if you want to draft this before, you could submit it by Tuesday and she would check it, right? But if you guys have this done already, great. If you guys need to complete it, please complete it. This is the first part, and then I'll move on to the second part. So do you have any questions about this first part?
Someone asked something in the chat.
Yeah, I'm looking right now. Thank you. What are college resources? That's a good question. We'll get into that just now. How many words does it have to be? Let me just double check. Mm, Alrighty. So it doesn't say in the Blackboard announcement, like for the co-curricular, but I believe that every reflection that you guys do, because I had asked your professor about this before, so it has to be 300 words minimum. 300 words. Remember, when you're typing in the box, or if you're typing on a Google Doc, or if you already have this ready, if you look at the I right here, there's like an I. If you click on it, it tells you the word count. So I already have 38 words here, right? All right. So yes, so that's right. So this is due today at the end of the day, right? So make sure that you do get this done. And Kevin, if you want to go over 300 words, you can go ahead and do that. That's fine, I guess. No problem. Yeah, so just remember that it is due at the end of the day, so try to get this done as soon as possible. So this is the first part. Does anyone have any questions about the first part? All right. So there's an image here. You could upload an image if you want. It's not really necessary. And I don't know why I'm opening my Microsoft right now. One second. Okay. All right. So if you want to upload an image, you can. You could probably put like the LaGuardia, like the building, or I don't know what else really, but you could if you wanted to. And I have a nice website too for images. I'm just going to introduce that to you guys. It's called Unsplash. So it's like free images that you don't have to like give credit to, because people just upload. So it's called Unsplash. If you go to unsplash.com and you just look up like maybe college, right? You'll see like there is different pictures that you could use for your e-portfolio. So all you have to do is really just download it. So like for example, if you want this picture, you could download it and it just says to say thanks. You don't really have to, but you can. So then for example, like for this, I would go to the pencil and paper icon, go to replace this item, then I would go to upload file, and I would go and select the file to upload, but since it downloaded right here, so I'm just gonna drag it, and this is my image. I could crop it if I wanna rotate it. There's other options like that too. All I'm gonna hit is upload, and then my image is there, okay? So that's just like the image. If you want to, you don't have to. And okay, so this is the second part. So the second part is academic success, right? So I'm gonna give you the first one, right? So it says, I need help with my ePortfolio assignments for my FYS class. Where can I go for help, right? So the FYS class is first year seminar, and this is the first year seminar. and I am your first year seminar student success mentor. So you would come to the FYS lab. So this is basically my office, right? If we were in like traditional class, my office is located in C447. And staff person who can help, SSM, student success mentor. That would be me, right? But since we are in distance learning, right? Instead, like, you could put the room number, you can if you want to, for like reference if we ever go back to normal life. But I want you guys to put like the link or something directly to the service, right? So there is a few services. I'm not gonna lie, there's pretty much a lot, right? But it's all in one document, and I'm going to show you that document, right? So if you just go to the LaGuardia website, so this is the LaGuardia website. If you scroll down, there's campus services, there's student resources, right? So these two you might want to use the most. So for example, if you want to go to student resources, you just open up that. So it says distant learning resources, right? So it says technology resources, academic, financial support, student services, coronavirus, technology. I don't know why I couldn't say that just now. Technology resources, and so on. Okay, so there's a lot over here as well. For academic support, you could look through here. There's also, let's see, there was another thing too. I think it's the next one. Let's see. Yeah, so this is campus services. So I just clicked on campus services, right? So you might want to use this one too. So for example, if I need help with my e-portfolio, I would look for the FYS lab. So it's all like um alphabetized. Is it even here? Let's see. These are all tutoring centers, wellness center, women's center. All right, so I guess my department didn't make the list, but you can always just Google it too. All right, thanks. All right, so I'm just gonna like look it up. So there is like a little search bar here. So if you type in FYS lab, I'm guessing it'll come up. So visit FYS lab in C447. There you go. This is how to get it. And see, I don't even think anybody updated it. But yeah. So if you want help with your e-portfolio, right, you would just come to me, right? Because I am your dedicated SSM, right? So you could put the office location however you want, but you could just put the staff person who would help. It would be me, right? So then the office location, we'll put Zoom, you know? And you always put the link in there. Like, for example, if you want to like embed, like not embed, I don't know what to call it, like link the word, I guess, you could just highlight the word. And if you go, it's like a literal like chain link. So like if you look at these two chain links here and you click on it, you're able to put the link in this little box and then click on the check mark. And then all of a sudden it will turn into a link. Okay. So that's also an option. If you don't want to put the whole long link in there, you could also like just put it in a word. All right, so it says, the next one says, I would like to further develop my writing skills. Where can I find support? Right, so if you, I saw the writing center. So if you look under the campus services and just go down to the writing center, Right here. So it says Writing Center right here. It says that you have to make a virtual appointment on My LaGuardia, virtual appointment instructions. So if you click on the instructions, you will see the instructions on how to access the Writing Center. There you go. So it says the online writing center will open on Wednesday, September 23rd. Make appointments as usual on My LaGuardia. Be sure to check my email in my email and it tells the email at the time of your appointment so that we know that you are here. So it has how to make an appointment online. Then it just gives you step by step. So for example, for this, I would basically go back to my ePortfolio and I would type in the office name, which is the Writing Center. Office location. I would honestly insert the link. So office location by appointment only. Okay, so by appointment or only, and maybe I would just put the link into by appointment only. So for example, for this, so it tells me how to make an appointment. I'm just gonna save that so I know in the future, right? So I would copy that link, go to the chains, like the 2 chain links, then I'll paste that link into there, click on the blue check mark, and then I'm all good. So if I click on it, it'll take me directly to that page. Okay. So does anyone have any questions about that? Do you guys want me to do one more? Or a few more? Okay, no problem. So I'm gonna need your guys' help, right? So it says, once I complete my first year seminar class, where can I be advised about what classes to take at LaGuardia? Does anyone want to take a guess? Where would you go for that? Yeah, so good. So you would go to your advisor, right? To be advised. So if you want to look for that resource as well, you could also look through here for the campus resources. Right, so I don't see it here. Maybe it's in a different place. So this is why it's called a virtual scavenger hunt, because you really got to look for it, right? So if you are not like finding it, you could also just search it, right? So in the at the LaGuardia website, there's always like a little magnifying glass, right? So if you click and if you search, I'm just gonna go from here. Advising. So it says academic advising. I'm just going to click on that and it says right here. So chat with an advisor. Check My LaGuardia to contact your advisor or advising team, or visit us virtually on walk-in hours 9:30 a.m. to 4 p.m. Right? So you could visit the virtual walk-in space, or you could register now. There's advising tips here, right? To be prepared. Tutoring tips, the Writing Center, modern language, financial aid, financial health tips, not aid, sorry, registration tips. There's a lot of stuff here as well. So this is for the advisor, right? So I would copy the link, then I'd go back to my ePortfolio, and it says office name, I would just put advising. Office location, virtual walk-ins available, right? So I would highlight this entire thing, go to the chain link, and I would paste the link into the little box, and I would click on the blue check mark. So staff person who can help, that's pretty obvious. So advisors, and that's how that gets done. So if you click on it, it'll take you directly to this academic advising page, right? So let's do a few more. So it says, I feel that I've been treated unfairly at LaGuardia. Who can help me in effectively addressing the situation? So I'm gonna do an example, right? I'm not sure if this still works, but it did work before. I'm gonna copy the question, right? And I'm gonna go to the LaGuardia website. I'm gonna click on search, and you could search the full sentence. So there you go, student complaint resolution. Right here, it's the Division of Student Affairs, Office of Student Rights and Responsibility, Advocacy, and so on, right? So there is academic policies, the appeal instruction and form. You can fill out the form. So step one, Students Affairs Office complete a form, and so on. Right. So as long as you know the department's name, so I would be like student affairs, I would look for the campus services. So once you know the department, go to the campus services. Let's see if I can go back. So this is just the homepage, and I just click on campus services, and I would scroll down right here, academic affairs, right? So they have an email, and they have phone email assistance available from Monday to Friday at 9 to 5, right? So I would go back to my ePortfolio and put uh, academic affairs, office location. Um, I would put, let's see, I forgot. Right here, academic affairs, office location. It's an email, so I would just put the email there. And then staff person who can help, I would just put the hours, right? So where did it go? So if I go back, I'll put the hours, Monday to Friday, 9 to 5, and I would put by phone or email, and I will put the hours directly below. Okay, so if you can't find, if you don't know who exactly would help you, put the hours, or you should put the hours anyway, because just in case like you need something and then all of a sudden it's 5:30 and it's closed and you don't know. Okay, so then some of them are tailored to when we're on campus. Like the next one, it says, where can I go to study quietly with a small group of classmates? Anyone want to take a guess? Yes, so good. The library, right? Obviously, we can't go to the library right now, right? But it would be the library. So it you still need to fill out all of those, right? So just in case we do go back to normal life, you have it, right? So office name, you put library. Office location, if you want, you could also search it on the site. So I would type in library. You can also borrow stuff for from the library right now too. So if you look at the LaGuardia library, oh, this is the library website. So it says right here, ask a librarian, and it has an email, right? And then there's also a chat, so you could do that. So it says the physical library is closed, but we offer full remote services for our patrons. Patrons. Okay. Please visit our help from home guide. So if you go to the guide, there is an email a librarian, there's chat hours, right? So Monday to Thursday, 8 a.m. to 9, Saturdays, 10 a.m. to 4, Sundays, 12 to 4. Please note our availability may change with notice based on the evolving situation. So there's hopes that coronavirus will magically go away and we can go back to school, right? So yeah, that's how you get in touch with the library. So I would just copy the link. I would copy the link for the whole database, like the whole website, right? So you have everything at hand. So the website LaGuardia, library.laguardia.edu, I would copy that. Go back to this office location. I would be like, um, library homepage, and then I would just highlight it, go to the chain and link, paste it, and click on the blue check mark. So I have the library homepage, staff person who can help, librarian, um, librarian available only by like a certain hours. So librarian, I would put the hours. So I had the hours here. So these are the hours. I would just highlight it, copy it, and paste it in. I'll put the hours. So I would know just for my reference and also just to be full and complete, right? So it says, how can I learn about my major from a peer, right? So there's something called peer advisors, right? And we'll be talking about them hopefully soon. So peer advisors, right? So peer advisors, what they are is basically they're students, right, that are in a specific major. Maybe you're in that major as well, and they basically advise you on certain things, right? And they understand the things that you're going through because they're also a student as well. So just like me, right? I'm basically a student and I'm just assisting your professor, and I know what you're going through, so maybe I would advise you on a few things as well. So I do play a role like that as well, but there's actually peer advisors who dedicate, like who just have the job of advising you. And also just note that they are students, right? um, Sometimes if you ask them a question, they might refer you to your actual advisor just to be safe. But they are very helpful because they actually are in the major, they're doing it themselves. They could share their experience with you, they could advise you on what to do in a certain situation or however, right? So they're very helpful in that case. So office location, I would just Google, not Google, I keep saying Google, but you know what I mean, to search it on the LaGuardia website. So I would go to peer advisors, search peer advisor, and it would come up. So peer advisor academy, the program, right? So it tells you all of here. Yeah, so it says find a peer advisor on Instagram at peer advisors. And they're also on Facebook. And I feel like they have, um, sorry, I'm reading. Yeah, you can. You could email the program leaders. So it says right here, if you have any questions about college resources or your major, feel free to contact us. And it has an email here, right? So it says, please make sure to state your major in the email so that way we best help you and connect you to the appropriate peer advisor. So they would appoint you. Okay. So you would email this email, tell them, hey, my name is so and so. I'm in so and so major, and I would like to be advised by a peer advisor just to ask them a few questions. And they would go from there. Okay. So I would copy that email, go back to my ePortfolio, office location. Obviously, it's virtual, so you could just email that that email address. Staff person who can help is a peer advisor. So I would just put appointed at the very beginning. Sorry. Appointed peer advisor. So I would know just email this email and just state your name. You could also put the directions into the box so you don't forget, or you could just link the entire thing. So office name, I would just link the entire page. So I would copy the link, go back to my portfolio, go to the office name instead of doing the office location like how we've been doing. For the peer advisors, I would just, you can either do it like this too. Go like that. There you go. Office name, peer advisor. So if you click on peer advisors, it'll take you directly to the page. Office location, you could just email it because that's basically you're emailing the people who are like in charge, I guess. And then they will appoint a peer advisor to help you. Okay? So that's basically how you do it. So we did quite a few, right? So this is just below it. I'll just walk you through the rest. So it says health and well-being. Where can I go to speak to a professional about personal challenges or to receive guidance in coping with stress of balancing college with other responsibilities I have? Anyone want to take a guess? That's kind of a little tough one. All right. So basically it is the wellness center. Yeah, so guidance as well. Maybe in your high school, like they have like guidance counselors for you, but in college, there's something called a wellness center, and you could also look them up on the LaGuardia website. So if you type in wellness center or go to the campus services, I know it's on the campus services. It tells you exactly how to contact them. You could contact professionals like uh just to talk to someone about maybe something that's been on your mind and you don't really have anyone to talk to about it. You can do that. In traditional like LaGuardia, they actually offer like yoga and stuff, and meditation just to de-stress. They also, we were so close. I don't know what happened, but I remember I was in LaGuardia and I was so excited about this event that was coming up in the wellness center, and I couldn't wait. And then all of a sudden, the coronavirus pandemic started, and I completely forgot about it. Then I got an email saying that it was going to be virtual, and I'm like, oh no. So basically, this event, they were going to bring in puppies into the college, and you could just go and visit and sit down and play with them, and that's basically you're just like de-stressing. And I was so excited, and now they turned it into a virtual event, and I'm like, well, what am I going to do? I could just play a YouTube video of puppies playing or something, you know. It's not the real thing. But yeah, you see, you remember that they were going to have a puppy day, and it's just sad that this pandemic happened. But yeah, so basically the wellness center, that would be the first one. The second one, where can I go if I feel sick on campus? That's pretty much easy. That would be just like the 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 medical office, or if your high school have like the nurses. But I think the office is called MB47. Like that's where it's located. You can also just look it up on the LaGuardia website. Remember, you could actually take this entire sentence. So, for example, I'm going to copy the entire question and I'm going to search it into the search engine thing. And there you go. Health Services Center. There you go. See? alert coronavirus. So you can actually contact them. And they also list the wellness center here as well. And then you could refer to the campus services page for the exact, oh, right here, I saw it. Oh no, health sciences. All right, you get it, right? There, this is it. They say to refer to that for just the hours, and so on. Okay, so that's basically it. I would just copy this link again, once again, and just paste it into here. Maybe just hyperlink it. There you go. That was the word I was looking for, hyperlink. So office location, online, or I would put homepage so I know. Homepage, and then I would highlight it, link it, and that would be it, right? This is due at the end of the day. So sorry about that. Yeah, today at the end of the day. Cool. So this is basically it. Then you have a few more, and then that's it, basically. So you have a few more in financial aid or just financial, like literacy or anything like that, co-curricular experience. Then you just have the health and well-being, and we went through always the academic success, right? So remember, you can like copy this entire question, put it into the LaGuardia website, and you're able to see like what pops up, and you could just pick one that feels right to you based on the question. So yeah, so that's it. Remember, so just a refresher, that we would be working on college connections, then college resources, right? Then you would have the college resources reflection. You would answer these 4 questions in a minimum of 300 words. Then you would go to underneath it, you would do the actual virtual scavenger hunt, and just figure out what it asks you for, and look it up on the LaGuardia homepage using the campus services, using the student services, using the search engine as well. Okay? Does anyone have any questions? Always remember to publish your changes. I'll go to the 3 lines, go to publish pages, publish all pages, and publish, right? Always remember to publish. So now when you go to the published view, you're able to see what I see. So I see this. So if you don't publish, I'm just gonna see it blank and I'm gonna not like it, right? All right, cool. Anyone have any questions? All right, so let me pause the recording.